Thousands of tourists from Russia are stranded in Thailand, officials say, as unprecedented Western sanctions over the military operations in Ukraine put a squeeze on Russians struggling to find flights and finances. In this video, we discuss the logistics of being a Russian in Thailand in a world gone mad. If this is your first time on the channel or you have returned and like the content, then can I ask you to please like, share and subscribe. It really does help me, and the channel. Oh yeah, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss out on upcoming videos. And if you are interested in some cool links, then check them out in the description box below. Or are you looking for some merchandise, t-shirts etc., then visit my store and check out what I've got to offer. With flight cancellations, the Russian ruble currency is in freefall, and with payment problems from Russian banks being cut off from the global SWIFT system. This has left more than 7,000 Russians in limbo at popular resort locations like Phuket, Koh Samui, Pattaya and Krabi. In 2019, Thailand welcomed about 1.4 million Russian visitors. In January 2022, about 23,000 Russians traveled to Thailand, representing about a fifth of the total arrivals. About half of those are now stranded on the island of Phuket. We've asked hotels to reduce prices and extend their stays, Phuket's Tourism Association president has stated. Some visitors, when able, have had to use China's Union Pay, after cards issued by Russian banks using US payment firms Visa and MasterCard stopped working. Visa and MasterCard announced they were suspending operations in Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. Russia has called its actions there a special operation. Though Thailand was among 141 countries that backed a United Nations resolution calling for the immediate withdrawal of Russian troops, it has not imposed any sanctions on Moscow. It is thought that hundreds of people from Ukraine are also stranded, mainly due to airport closures in Ukraine. Efforts are being made to get stranded Russians onto flights to Moscow on Middle Eastern airlines and to arrange repatriation flights. A massive problem for the Russian travelers and Thai businesses is, without access to their credit cards, many will be unable to pay their outstanding bills, or book flights to get home. A proposal was being considered to allow the use of cryptocurrency for payments at hotels, flight centers and other businesses in Thailand. Thailand tourism must face another obstacle on its path to recovery as the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict is already starting to impact this year's market. Russia was the top source market for tourists in Phuket during the early stages of its reopening. As of March 7, 2022, Russia had plunged to fourth place with 2,763 tourists. Although there have not been many cancellations from other European markets, there were few new bookings, as people wanted to wait and see how the situation in Europe develops. Thailand will need to seek more markets to compensate for the loss of business from Russian travelers. Phuket has welcomed 55,826 tourists since the start of test and go on November 1, 2021. Even though most Russians fly with Aeroflot and S7, which have halted international operations, the other half utilize airlines from the Middle East and a few Russia-based services that remain active. Russia's Federal Agency for Tourism has advised Russian tourists to travel within the country, or to destinations that haven't imposed sanctions against Russia, such as Egypt, India, the UAE, and Turkey. The agency recommends Russians refrain from trips to Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Venezuela. However, tour operators are maintaining package deals to Asia and Thailand, especially during the upcoming long weekend for the Russian market on May the 1st to the 10th for Labor Day and Victory Day. Long-stay arrivals offer an opportunity for Thai tourism, as roughly 6,500 Russians applied for a long-stay visa in 2021. Thailand will need to build a tourism ecosystem that facilitates all travelers, such as an app that allows them to use digital money or cryptocurrency, especially when sanctions affect tourist transactions. It is a real problem for travelers of all nationalities, when government sanctions can affect people who have nothing to do with the political agendas that governments perpetuate. The MasterCard/Visa sanctions are devastating for those people that are affected abroad. It is a callous and unfair sanction, and will create blowback for those companies. It is good to see that there is a bit of goodwill with the Thai authorities, who seem to be understanding of the predicament facing the Russian travelers and businesses involved. Although there is a bit of negativity towards Russians in Thailand, they are still an important market for the Thai tourism industry. Because virtually the whole Western world is on a witch hunt to damage anything to do with Russian way of life, I believe the Russian market in Thailand is doomed. With the Western mainstream media machine operating at about 200% to negatively portray Russia as the boogeyman, the Russian people on a whole will not want to face that ridicule. Hopefully sanity in competing government will ensue and the world can heal, and peace can prevail. Because, to lose the ability to travel is unacceptable.